Coleco put out a number of different cartridges for the Atari 2600 and compatibles. Got a few of them here. Most of them that I've seen came on a beige cart. Sometimes it's a little more white. A few different label variations, but for the most part they're fairly easily recognizable as Coleco games put out for the Atari 2600. Well, I want to share with you something that I got in the mail today. There's a fairly well-known story out there now that a gentleman in California went to a flea market and spotted some EPROMs, purchased them, and took them home only to find that some of them were ColecoVision games, and some of them were Atari, and at least one of them was unreleased, and that was Cabbage Patch Kids for the Atari 2600. Now, Cabbage Patch Kids was one of the ColecoVision games that came out fairly early in the 80s. And it's not too bad a game, kind of annoying music, but does take some skill. It's got some playability to it. Well, so what I received in the mail today is a cartridge made from this EPROM. Someone has taken the time to probably take out Donkey Kong or something and create this cartridge. They made a very nice label. So I want to thank, first of all, very much the gentleman who found the original EPROM and made it available. And thanks also to whoever put this on this cart, because it makes a nice addition to my collection, and I'd like to have a look at this game. I'll tell you right off the top that skill level 1 on the Atari is a little bit more difficult than skill level 1 on the ColecoVision. Now, for example, there's a couple of screens where you have to jump over or duck under a bouncing ball. I found on the ColecoVision on skill level 1 that you could jump over the one ball and race off the screen to the next screen and get by okay. On this one, I can't seem to do that. I have to face at least 2 bouncing balls in order to get through that screen. Some of the screens are a little easier, some a little bit more difficult, and so I'm going to make my very first attempt to try and capture video off, or a game off my TV. I apologize for the fairly poor quality of it. It's my first attempt, and I didn't want to use an emulator. I wanted to use the real hardware, and the real cartridge, just to show you this game. Thank you very much.